So you want to add Azula right from the start of Avatar: The Last Airbender live action. Now that is some bad news, motherfuckers. Hello guys, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that little bell right there so that you can get notifications every time I upload a video, okay? Enjoy. What is up, dude? This is Andy Matrix from your show, Andy RTV. I broadcast anime, video games, fantasy and sci-fi movies, Japanese culture, everything that's good about life, basically. Yeah, everything that's good about a geek's life, because what the fuck else is there to do? When we're stuck with this coronavirus, or Toyota Corolla virus, god damn it. So, I decided to make this video. Wait, where the fuck is it? Come on. Alright, so I decided to make this video because it said Netflix The Last Airbender should include Azula from the start. That is a bad idea. And this is from, what, the CBR.com? That is a bad idea. Because the reason why Azula was such an amazing villain is because she was foreshadowed. Now, yeah, if they're going to foreshadow Azula, great. But if not, if they're going to have her from the very beginning with Zuko, dude, no, that's a bad idea. That is a really bad idea. There's a difference between foreshadowing and making her part of season 1. Okay? So, Azula didn't show up until the end of the first season of Avatar. And that was a good idea, because it showed us who the next villain is going to be. It showed us, oh shit, like, Zuko has a sister? Okay. Okay, cool. I wonder how this is gonna go down. You know, and we all know that Zuko ran away and Azula came after him, right? So it creates, by not having Azula in the first season, it creates this anticipation, and it creates this after book 1 Water, it created this other I guess you could say kind of like this arc for Zuko to recover himself, you could say. Azula helps Zuko. I mean, her being the villain helps Zuko become a good guy. You know, if you understand what I mean. So here they're saying that they want Azula to be in the show from the start. So let's just quickly read. It says Avatar: The Last Airbender getting an adaptation. We already know. Series of a young boy. Da 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 da. The children of Violozai. Okay, so Zuko was introduced immediately in the plot of the series. Of course, he was the primary antagonist for Book 1 Water, following Aang and all his friends. In order to capture and hand him over to the Fire Nation, his character was given a redemption arc in the following 2 seasons, and even became an official member of Team Avatar, joining up in Aang's firebending teacher. Zuko ended the series on a happy note, right? Having finally found his place in the world. And the story didn't end as happily for his sister Azula. Badass bitch. So unlike his brother, Azula didn't come to the story in Book 2, Earth. Which is a good idea, because she was a really good villain. She was a really, really good villain, and I wanted to stay like that. And I'm pretty sure you wanted to stay like that. Right? It wasn't until later when the audience came to know who she was, and it was even farther. Actually, hold on there. Zuko got his scar. Yeah, so basically, in Zuko's flashback, when Iroh was telling the story of how Zuko got that scar, Azula showed up in the duel between Fire Lord and Zuko. But that was just foreshadowing. Azula was not like in the whole story. So I hope they're just doing this to foreshadow that shit. You know, I hope this is not something that's gonna like be part of the entire, 10 episodes, whatever they're gonna do. Otherwise, it's just gonna ruin the story, and the animation is going to stay, as the best, really the best form of storytelling for Avatar. If Azula had been introduced earlier in the series, there's a chance that she could have received a redemption arc similar to that of her brothers. Look, everybody keeps talking about a redemption arc. Not every villain deserves a redemption arc. There's a reason why they are a villain. Okay? Storytelling. Learn some storytelling skills, guys. So first appearance, chapter 1, the Avatar state. Azula arrived on the scene with lightning shooting from her fingertips. She was cold-blooded, manipulative, calculating, 3 times as powerful as her brother. Even Uncle Iroh was a little intimidated. Unfortunately, there wasn't any time to show. See, this is all part of a propaganda. All part of this kind of like female empowerment thing, feminist thing. And yeah, I said it, feminist thing. That they're trying to push. And also, there was another article talking about how they're going to put some LGBT characters in Avatar The Last Airbender, when originally there wasn't. Besides The Legend of Korra, there weren't any other LGBT characters in Avatar The Last Airbender. Okay? But they want to add it in the live action to please the audience. I hope, this is really going to mess up the story. It's really going to mess up the story. And let's just end it right here where it says, however, it was in Fire 13 that Azula was a person, as a person was finally explored. Yeah, in Ember Island, she kind of like told a little about herself, but look, she does not deserve a redemption arc. There's a reason why she's a villain. She should stay a villain, and that's it. Avatar ended with 3 seasons on a really good note. It was really good for what it was, and we don't need any more redemption arcs for villains, okay? We don't need a Fire Lord Ozai redemption arc. Fuck that. Okay? Azula is great as a villain, and it should stay that way. It says here, Azula can be seen as a classic example of how expectations put on the children can take turn for the worst. She showed great potential in her firebending abilities at a young age, causing Ozai to show interest in her that he never showed in Zuko. It says she ends the series in prison. Yeah, she ends in prison. And that's it for the article. Upcoming Netflix. Okay, yeah, so that's basically it for the article. I don't want to read the whole thing. But this could ruin the story, and this could ruin the introduction of Azula if Netflix is really trying to squeeze it. There was another article in the comicbook.com talking about this. Man, I didn't pull it up here, which kind of sucks. But the point is, guys, this is what happens, when they try to push all these, agendas and all these things to all these things that ruin a movie, that ruin other movies, such as the whole Charlie's Angels movie and the all-female Ghostbusters, which flopped, by the way. This is going to ruin Avatar The Last Airbender, one of my favorite shows, now a live action. I mean, thank God at least we have the animated, but the live action, I think they're going to add stuff to it that's just going to mess it up, and it's sad. Anyways, I mean, that's just my thoughts. What do you think? I mean, do you think Azula should be from the start? I mean, seriously, do you think it's going to ruin the show? Do you think it's going to make it better? Do you think, because it's a live action, it's going to have some new twists in the live action show. Do you think it's okay for Azula to be in the show right from the beginning so that she can have a redemption arc like everybody else wants? What do you think? Leave a comment below. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And this is Andy Matrix. Peace out, dudes.